This is Chanel Bunger with the Becker Business Minute and Becker Private Equity Podcast, and I'm thrilled to have the opportunity to speak with regular guest Mark Peysakhovich. Mark keeps us up to date on all things cannabis. Mark, thank you so much for joining. Could you take a quick moment and introduce yourself to new listeners that may not know you yet?
Thanks, Chanel, and it's always great to be with you. I'm a lobbyist and business consultant based in Illinois. I work on a number of issues, many of them related to health and wellness, and in particular have for a number of years worked for various clients in the cannabis and hemp space. And I can always be found at mbmadvantage.com. That's Mark Advantage, one word.com.
Thank you so much. And now moving forward, what are some of the trends that you're currently watching in cannabis?
Well, the last few weeks have sort of been a typical good news, bad news scenario for the cannabis industry. There is most definitely, ongoing good news. Sales of cannabis throughout the country are relatively strong, and in some places getting stronger. And also, I think, a lot can be said about the increasing acceptance of cannabis nationwide. And, one particular state I've been looking at most recently is the state of Missouri. If you look at the presidential election, it's a very red state, a conservative state, a religious state. It has a Republican governor. Both senators are Republican, and both houses of the legislature are Republican. If I told you all of that, you probably wouldn't think that they now, as of a week or two ago, have a fully legal adult use cannabis sales program. The number of cannabis licenses is growing. And the adult use sales over the first days and weeks have been very, very positive. I think the first day sales when adult use became legal actually are higher than the adult use sales were in Illinois on the first day of adult use legalization. So that's really saying something. That's remarkable. I think most people who know politics and who know Missouri but don't know cannabis would be very surprised if they were told that, hey, they're selling a lot of cannabis in Missouri to any adult who cares to purchase it. So that's really the positive news, and the expansion of the acceptance of cannabis is continuing throughout the country, throughout the world, really. On the negative end, there are really concerning indicators. The value of cannabis company stocks is still in the basement, and not, to continue the same metaphor, not expected to hop on the elevator and move up anytime soon. And that is, something that is translating itself into a lot of speed bumps throughout the cannabis industry. For example, a large national MSO, multi-state operator in cannabis parlance, recently canceled its purchase of Chicago-based cannabis licenses because, number one, the value of the stock of this company has dropped so much that it would be untenable to close the deal with stock like the original deal was made. And also, I think there's got to be part of that rationale where they also see Illinois, the value of Illinois licenses dropping precipitously. And so, anybody who holds a license is probably, half as rich as they might have been a year ago. And anybody who wants to buy a license is probably as quarter of as rich as they were a year ago, so they can't now afford to close the deal. And that's sort of also very typical and unfortunate as we look at the long-term prospects of the industry. I'm still at the end of the day bullish, but I'm not expecting to come out ahead anytime soon.
Thank you. And as a red state resident, I'm hoping that Iowa will see the success of cannabis sales in other states and hopefully follow suit. I'm not going to hold my breath, but on that note, Mark, thank you so much for joining me today and always keeping us updated.
Hey, thanks very much. And hey, feel free to engage in cannabis tourism. Come visit us in this blue state.
I just might have to do that. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you too. Good to talk to you. Take care.